And the plan is right now we're going to go to Highland Cafe because they close at 5. So we're going to go there for lunch, rest at the hotel, and then we're going to go to Kuang Railway Coffee. That closes at 9 o'clock, so give us some time to rest. And we're going to Park Sen in the evening to walk the mall. I think that's about all to Kuang. They do have some nice cafes. I might go there tomorrow morning. But if not, yeah, I'll see you guys at the Makan area. Okay, this is the mountain that we just climbed, yeah. And the two peaks, you see the two peaks? Right, we have arrived to where we want to be, which is Hai Lam Tos, right in the center of town. I see on the left side, quite interesting. Restaurant Warung Fazrin, and look at his funny name, Urban Coffee Hill. So this was actually recommended to me by Vanguard. Thank you so much for that. And we're gonna check it out. Looks very pretty here. Right, so it's a bit of a hot day. I guess we'll be having in. Maybe the corner here is great. Right, so the signature laksa has arrived. So actually, I really want to try laksa both here and at the other place that we're going later on. But I couldn't resist. I'm so hungry after the hike, right? It's almost like 1:30. It's a little bit late for lunch as well. So here's the laksa. And of course, it being, I think it was like 12 ringgit plus minus, right? Don't expect much ingredients, no prawns, nothing of that premium ingredients. So over here, what I see, yellow noodles, very creamy sauce. Like they have about 2 tablespoons of shredded chicken, some fish cakes here, and half an egg. So yellow noodles, so interesting. Super creamy. Alright, I understand the taste now. Because in Malaysia, right, when they mention laksa, sometimes it's actually curry noodles. So this is actually, I would lean it more to the curry noodles rather than laksa. The spice is just enough. So I'll see you guys when the next dish comes, right? So the surprise have arrived. You guys can see here. Sotong looks super amazing. I'm really pleasantly surprised. Thank you, dear. Right, I'll show you guys the dish. Siam. Sprinkle the lime. The mee siam is cooked quite plainly. Usually they have some like tau kwa, mini tau kwa to add to the presentation. This has none of that. I'm not sure about the price as well, because sometimes price reflect on how they cook it, right? Also, it's 16.90 ringgit plus. Right, but the sotong looks pretty fresh. I believe this is a fresh sotong. Okay, let's give it a try. I will give it a 9 out of 10. Only because I feel that it adds more ingredients like cucumber, tau kwa. But besides that, the taste, the sambal, the sweetness of the sotong, guys, simply amazing. So thank you, my friend Venkat, for recommending this place. So look, there's cucumber. Okay, 9.5 out of 10. So I enjoy the rest of my lunch, and I'll see you guys at the hotel. Merdeka Hotel. Alamak, guys. The appetizer came last. Totally forget about it. What do you guys think? It looks like fried oyster mushrooms. I'm quite afraid that looks piping hot. Well, not so bad. Wow. Super sinful. As I bite into the mushroom, you can taste the oil that it actually seeped out. Super simple, but once in a while. And this dish actually costs 990 ringgit. I can't say no to that. So I love mushrooms. Good time for sure. See you guys later. Okay, we have arrived at Merdeka Hotel. See, the photos looks better than the real life. Then the parking is all full, guys. We have to park over on that side. Okay, let's check out the inside. Enter here, you're greeted with this is the foyer. Right, so kind of old school. So they asked me for my number plate, the car number plate. So got some makan here also as well, but I don't really like to book. So one thing interesting about this lift, it is 61 years old, and actually it is the first elevator in Kuang. More than 61-year-old. I think this is an old sign, so they said be patient. Quite interesting. Okay, not bad, just a little bit slow. We have entered the room. It's a room, it smells a bit musky, to be honest. So we have a chill out open wardrobe concept here. Carpet, still decent. Actually, what I like is actually the clean room. Small TV, nice spacious room here. A little bit old, their table here. Bed is huge, right? Some peeling of the laminate here, but that's fine. We do have a balcony that overlooks somebody's house. Is that like a playground or something like that? So not bad. And then we're gonna check out the toilet. The toilet is clean as well. I'm surprised. Toilet is fine. I think the housekeeping actually threw something here. Overall okay. Okay, I think I paid about $54 for this room. Okay, so we just finished our nap. It's almost 6 o'clock, and we're actually gonna take a Grab down to the Kuang Real Coffee to have our dinner, because my friend Faisal said it's a must-go stop. So it only cost me about 4 ringgit. After which we're going to the Parkson Mall. See you guys. Alright, our Grab is here. Hello. Okay. Bang, kasih. So we have arrived in Kuang, the peninsula on the right here, in Kuang. It's packed up, guys. It's only about 6 o'clock. What kind of I think there was a bazaar. They're quite fast, so I'm not surprised we have to queue to enter. Is there a queue? Dua, tapi doang datang dulu. Okay, doang kau datang dulu. Saya makan je sambal, stiker, postcard, mug, t-shirt. Meja apa tu kat luar? Outside there, okay? Or inside? Dalam. Look here is that people are having just toast, coffee and egg. Not really a full meal. Must be damn good. So was told to grab some of these. Alright. So he wanted this railway coffee. 3-in-1, there's coffee powder, there's 2-in-1. There's a gift set here. Gift set is 25 ringgit. Come with a 2-in-1 coffee. The cute cup. Actually, this is a classic cup. Look at this. It's the old school cup. Right? Then they have the keychain and the stickers down there. But that don't interest me much. Alright. Actually, I was looking at this shirt. Wanted to see the quality, but think back, I'm very sensitive to this kind of thing, and I only have usually I just wear dry fit kind of clothes. So not sure if I could record the front there. But maybe we go by this way. So this is the sitting area that they have. I was offered to sit outside lah, but oh, lucky I did not lah, because it's a little bit on the warm side. And here they are preparing the food. We have this cute robot, right? And okay lah guys, I'll see you guys when the food arrives. Alright guys, here we go. I'm gonna start out with the should I call it the appetizers here? Try out this kaya butter bun. Quite unique that they serve it with this kind of burger bread. The slight twist, right? Alright. A little bit cold. Alright, the butter is cold. It's not melted. It's not warm. I think they rushed it. Maybe they cooked in advance. There's totally no warmness in the bread. Oh. I actually bought the rendang. However, I didn't realize that it's actually chicken rendang. This was 850 ringgit. I'm quite surprised because I thought for such price we actually only get one chicken. Something that's very interesting. And then they have these noodles here. My wife likes this very gravy-like black noodles. I think you're saying it's a Hokkien noodle. So I'm gonna give it a try. They have assortment of like fish cake, vegetables, and chicken. And the yellow noodle is a little bit unique. It's just of a different texture, looks more homely. You know, when you look at it, you get really scared because it's so dark. Feels like there's gonna be a lot of sodium in there, too salty, right? But to be honest, this is simply amazing, very tasty. One of the better ones out of the 5 that I've ever tried my entire life. But this is good, and what I like the most is that the noodles, right? There is this certain chewy bite to it. Simply amazing. So sadly, the lontong was out of stock. I believe the lontong was like 4 ringgit. This is out of stock lah. Maybe it's too late. It's 6:30 right now. This place closes at 9 at night. So that's why you saw us go to the earlier cafe, because that closes at 5. But the staff there are extremely cheerful lah, down there. Wow, wow, wow! Look at this. Have you tried? Yeah. I shall let her have that. Okay, when I actually cut this, you know, it's so succulent. Right? I feel they actually use fresh chicken down here instead of frozen chicken, how it fall off the bone. I might be wrong. To be honest, I'm never a fan of chicken rendang. I just feel that it's not a good combination. I always have my beef. And in the photos, you couldn't see whether it's beef or whether it's chicken. But no complaints. I'm just going to enjoy my food. All the way here to Kuang. About 100 kilometers from the Straits of Johor. Soft, succulent. The rendang taste is there, not beefy. What is that? My wife is enjoying the food. Right, the bite. She appreciates this kind of stuff. Wow, the nap was too good. I think I had like total good sleep. Wow, he just fall off the bone, guys. Okay.
Kamu sudah dapat
Saya, kasih. Right, let me give the, what is that? Otak, what is it called?
Otak lemongrass.
Okay, so it's otak lemongrass. There's some chili sauce, but no, I'm gonna go with pure. Quite interesting, wonton skin, ball, real lemongrass being used. Wow. Wow. Okay, I feel the otah lacks a little bit of seasoning. It's a little bit bland. Don't expect the strong flavored otah to come out. This is more like, if you ever had Thai has very similar things. So this is inspired by those, I feel. Wonton skin extremely crispy. So you have this crispy bite, which is greeted by a very soft, fragrant inside. Not super tasty, but no regrets. I think this is a really good purchase. That's why I ordered. I told you I was a laksa fan, so I felt part one was not enough. Somehow I feel the laksa here is different. Right, so similar, using yellow noodles, a little bit of sambal. Okay, probably I'll not mix that yet. I don't want to influence the taste. Is this mee curry?
Yeah, curry.
It's not laksa. It's actually mee curry wonton. So they don't really have the laksa that I had earlier on here. The mee curry. This is really curry. As I remembered having something similar in Kuang. You might think it's easy to find, but it's not, because this curry is a very pleasant, fragrant, like an instant noodle-like type of curry. But of course, much better, no doubt. Well, I think it's different, but personally, I'm used to the laksa, creamy laksa that is more on the previous place that we had for lunch, right? But to be honest, it's gonna be a difficult decision between these two if it ever comes down again. Let's try the wonton. I wonder what's the hype there. Like a chicken filling on the inside, like a chicken meatball. Different than the Chinese style shrimp dish, right? This is chicken, chewy chicken. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my meal, and I'll see you guys later. Ada orang tinggal duit sana, kat sana. Kopi O ada? Yang paket tu.
Yang ini ya?
Okay, so kita nak 4 3 in 1. Satu kopi uncang.
Bincang. 123.
Pay wave tak boleh
Kira dengan
Yang purchase ni kenapa?
yang ya.
PWP, kenapa ni?
Oh, kita bagi harga murah sebab atas daripada RM40.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Right, so we are waiting for our Grab to head to the yeah, here's our Grab to head to our Park Sen Plaza. We're gonna do some shopping. I heard that's the only mall down here. Hello. Okay, thank you. Right guys, we have arrived at the mall here, and you know what, it feels exactly like Batam, to be honest. There's this vibe where there's a surrounding shop that supports the mall as well. I'm going to show you the side of the shop. So I heard that this is the only mall that's in Kuang. So they have an electronic shop out here, and I wanted to show you guys lah. So this is the supporting shops outside. You know, they have like bags, phone shop, what other things? Some makan. I saw McDonald's. So this is how it looks on the outside. Park Sen Parade. So, alright guys, I'm gonna check it out, and I'll see you guys in a short while. Arrived at Park Sen. So my friend Vengat said that this place is actually a good place to shop. So I'm gonna see if I find anything nice. Hello guys, welcome back. So we are done at Park Sen. So actually we heard from our friend that there was a Uniqlo down there. However, when we are there, there wasn't a Uniqlo, so maybe lost in translation a little bit. So we're actually at McDonald's. It's about 8:45 right now. Just I want to very hungry after that hike, and somehow I don't have my rice, right? So I was like just having noodles is not enough. So the mall was filled with phone shops. At least we're talking about 20 phone shops. They have some budget clothes for sale. I think the most happening thing there is actually Park Sen, and you expect them to have a lot of food, but no, they only had a KFC. I believe only a KFC that was open. The food shops are all closed, but no surprise, it's quite late actually. And besides that, nothing much guys, that was all. But I managed to get some good deals I share with you guys. I actually got some you know, men, what we call it men, okay, basically I don't have a filter. I just got some underwears and some really good thick socks, branded ones. So this is actually from Vinoma, cotton, super thick socks, and it cost me 3 for 190 ringgit. And then I have this bamboo bifid brief, and it cost me 34 ringgit, so it's antibacterial. Quite interesting, right? And I think you can't really find this kind of deals anywhere except Park Sen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Branded antibacterial bifid. So that being said, this is the end of day 1. Tomorrow the plan is just to have a very nice chill good breakfast before we head back to Singapore. And thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Hi, good morning. So we had a very good sleep last night. I think it's now about 10:30, so we had about maybe 9-ish hours of sleep. And we're gonna check out right now. And we were contemplating between the two cafes here. Actually, going on the way back to Singapore, there is this place called Man Mila Nasi Lemak, which has pretty good fried calamari there. So that might be in the list. However, we decided that since we're here, when you hadn't had the coffee, because we came here quite late yesterday, right? So we thought of trying out the coffee, and we were choosing between the Highland Cafe and the Railway Coffee. So you guys gonna see what we choose later. So see you guys at the makan spot. So no prizes for guessing where we are. We are at this Kuang Coffee Railway Station. So I read the reviews. There are certain outlets that are better than others. So this is one of the better ones. The queue is crazy.
Crazy long.
It's a Sunday, so let's see how it's gonna be. Alright guys, so we've given up. I think the queue is too long, plus the wait for the food, right? So I don't think it's gonna be worth our 1 hour. So we'll be heading to somewhere else we wanted to try. However, they open at 11, so it's more of a lunch spot than a breakfast spot. So yeah, I just need to see these beautiful bikes here. Have Harleys versus Tracers, as well as this is a very unique bike. I've never seen this in my entire life. Probably I have no idea what bike is that, but you know what, I love bikes and they're super beautiful. Look at this, MT-09, but looks really special. I believe it's a aftermarket headlight. They have the Z900. You guys just love the Z900. It's a little bit late to arrive in Singapore. Really late after all the hype died down, but I think it's one of the most beautiful, beefy street bikes out there. So alright, join me as we unveil the next location. So here we are, right opposite the church. We have this Western eatery called the Kuang Light Cafe, which I mentioned they only open at 11. So pasta, pizza, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna check it out. Alright, let's go. Hello. Cozy place. Alright, so 我们看一下. So the owner is letting us choose where we want to sit. I think the front's better. I like the front. It's brighter. Yeah, front.
Okay.
Front. Right. So let's have a quick look at that menu. Spaghetti, right? Pesto one looks really good. Look at that. Saw the photos, I went crazy. Is this salmon? Yes, it is salmon. And I saw this lecha. Right. It's quite. Oh, it's the what I had previously, the Hakka cuisine, right? Thought that looked quite good. I have these pizzas for about 30 ringgit. Taiwan popcorn chicken. Panna cotta. Wow, I think this is quite a pretty cafe. So I'm gonna check out the menu and I'll see you guys when the food arrives. Alright, so we are done with our food. It's pretty light, and if you're into fusion and healthy organic food which supports the local community, this is the place to go. Nothing too fancy, nothing too Instagrammy, but just very sincere, good food. So right, we're gonna go to the next spot and I'm gonna keep you guys in suspense, so see you guys there. I was using the toilet here, right? I noticed that at the back side here there is actually a art street. We didn't plan to be here, but we're just gonna explore this place a little bit because the artworks are generally very nice. Yeah, look at this. The attention to detail, the portrait drawings are actually pretty amazing. Look at that. Right, I'm seriously quite impressed. So we're gonna just have a quick walk. I think she mentioned something about walking towards the end, right?
Yeah, towards the end there'll be this very beautiful like floral wall, something like that lah.
So there'll be a beautiful floral wall at the end. Alright, wow, look at this. Alright, I think it's pretty well drawn. Alright, I wonder if it's the same person drawing this. Look at the shading on the Hello Kitty. Right, the shadows. This is alright. He's a very talented person. So it gives off this mini Malacca vibe. Would I say half the distance but half the pleasure? I'm not sure. But it's much more less touristy. Oh my god, look at that. I am in awe right now. Alright, so we're gonna give. Oh, he even signed it off. I think here. Wow, look at this 3D corner. It's not easy to do that, yeah. Alright, and it's a railway heritage. Mix of tradition, right? Showing some oh, Iron Man. Okay, Iron Man. Saying please drop by. Thomas and Friends. Wow. Oh, what a nice wall. I'm not sure what's this. And then there is a lot of cartoon characters here. Oh my god, look at this artwork. Wow. I'm speechless. I think this is one of the nicest street art I've ever seen in my life. All the years and years of traveling. Have coffee here. Chendol. Should I? Not sure. Snake. Finding Nemo. Some beauty, and then we have this very welcoming artwork here, which is like maybe the heritage of Kuang. They're known for like what, their coffee, the kaya toast, right, the butter toast. And then we have this train and the maps, right? This wow, look at this. I wonder how they get inspired to draw this. Right, so this is a creative program that happened exactly 10 years ago. Right. Coffee. Wow, it stretches all the way to the back there. Right. Oh, this cartoon 10 years ago, was it still around? Perhaps it was already dying, to be honest. Right, they have this dinosaur. What I find interesting about this place is they actually have special small birds that sings quite nicely, right? And look at their love for nature. It's a butterfly with crazy details. And then you have the laksa, right? Laksa here, maybe a local football celebrity. Gorilla. More coffee, but so beautiful drawn. Auntie Linda. Born in the land. Some patriotism. Look at this street here. We have a very cool, pretty chendol shop here. I'm not sure if I want to have it. I mean, it is a hot day, but I'm not sure because my expectation of chendol have actually been spoiled by Malacca actually, so it's a really high expectation. I think it's the same uncle brewing coffee, right? The one we saw earlier on. So we're about to reach the end right now. We have this clock tower railway. I'm quite interested about the railway and where does this Kuang railway connect actually? Because I heard that you could actually start on the journey here and end up like really far across the world just by taking trains. So perhaps this is one of the train that is connecting to that system. I'm not surprised. So I'll check that out. Alright, so almost at this end of this heritage street. Look at that SpongeBob box. Oh my god, that is the cutest thing. I love this street, guys. So I'm not really into art streets, but this one, do come here if you like art. I'm an art lover myself and this is spectacular. I'm not sure about the cartoon character drawings lah. I think sometimes they're cute, but sometimes they are missed and makes it look a little bit cheap. That's almost the end of the street here. And we have this crazy Batman drawing here. So kacang putih. Alright, that's a dying trade in Singapore. She was saying about this Amora hotel here. Right, if you guys can stay here, I'm not sure. I'll check out the reviews and the accommodation. But she was saying this street is extremely colorful and beautiful. Wow, guys, look at the betta here, the betta fish, also known as the fighting fish. Somehow here is the floral and fish street, and this is the really end of the end. Alright. You know what? I think it spreads even more. But oh, look at the birds in the skies. Oh, here what we have here. Oh, it continues on. Some beautiful birds. What's there? Like cars. And this very interestingly colored wall. I love purple. So it says here Kuang Man, their own superhero. That's so funny. So who's Kuang Man? They even have a Kuang Man coffee here. Kuang Man is actually this Batman guy. Oh, this is so funny. Alright guys, so this is really the end of the art street. I'll see you guys on the next activity. So en route back to Singapore, we actually will pass by one of my favorite nasi lemak spots in Johor because it comes with very nice, generous amount of fried calamari. I know perhaps there are better outlets, and I heard there are better nasi lemak like this Wat Kentok, right? But I believe it opens quite late at like 5 p.m. So right here, as we exit 50 km from Kuang, almost halfway to Johor, we have this place called the Man Mila Nasi Lemak Sotong Selambak. So, hey, why not, right? So this is my second lunch. And alright, I'll see you guys at the shop. The crossing here is a little bit challenging. It's a one-way road in a way. Okay, see you guys there. So they do have somehow ventured into chicken rice as well. And there's a pretty famous chicken rice spot right opposite there as well. Not sure if you guys can see, right? There's one down there which is called the Nasi Ayam Tiga Hari. Quite interesting, I'm not sure. Alright, well, I'm here for the Nasi Lemak, so that's what I'm gonna have. So the system works in a way where you have to queue here, right? So this is the queue and this is the sitting area. Nasi lemak. Makan satu. So peanut, cucumber, rice, some keropok. Yang kecil cukup lah, tengok. Cukup lah, cukup. Ada telur tak? Bertambah telur. I think the small portion is enough for me. Nak. Okey bah, terima kasih. Ya saya. Okay. Honestly, this must be my favorite nasi lemak spot in the entire of Malaysia. I've yet to try the Wat Kentok one like I mentioned earlier on. So, beautiful dish. I think the guy in front of me had a lot of orders, maybe 8. All got a sotong set, got a big set. So this is a single portion for the sotong, which to be honest is very generous. They're using the small sotongs here as opposed to the bigger one that I recalled in the past. Yeah, here becomes chumi, it's like cuttlefish, but used to be sotong, so it might be a bit variant, maybe depending on the season. So he told me Then on weekends, right, the sotong starts selling from 8 a.m. and on weekdays, sotong starts selling at 9 in the morning. Right, let me give it a quick taste test. Sambal and one of the sotong, right? Some of the fragrant coconut rice. Right, just as I remember it to be flavorful, salty, chewy, fresh, crispy. Pretty amazing. No regret stopping here. I've always wondered whenever I came to Manmila Nasi Lemak, right? Why is there, who dares to compete with them and open right opposite them? Right? I don't know who came where first. But this is Nasi Ayam 3 Hari. Why is it called 3 Hari? I'm not sure, but I'm here to give it a try. But off the bat here, it looks like using fried chicken. A little bit on the odd side. So I'm going to see what people actually order here. Yeah, it's the Malay style fried roasted chicken. So sauce, there's chendol. It's the type that is a bit fried on the surface. Let me show you what I mean. This kind of fried skin, but still, they call it roasted, but it's fried lah. So, gonna give this a try. I really wonder why it's called Nasi Ayam 3 Hari. Hai, makan sini. Yang famous apa yang set ini? Okay, saya ambil yang ini. Bahagian dada boleh? Boleh. Dan air kasih lemon tea, kuang manis. Ya. Nak tanya sih, kenapa dia dipanggil Nasi Ayam 3 Hari ya?
Nasi ayam 3 hari.
Ya. Bos dia? Okay. Ya, saya. Sambil satu saya. Ayam goreng. Ya. Okay. Terima kasih. Okay. Right, so here we're gonna try the nasi lemak, nasi ayam 3 hari. So my question, why 3 hari is nasi? The boss just decided to leave it there. So I always wanted to try. It's been about a year. Delicious, but a little bit too tasty. I'm gonna try chicken. So they call this the roasted chicken. So there were different types of set now. So I'm gonna try the rice first. Because we're so used to the Hainanese version. Okay, well, I feel it tastes like nasi pandan or nasi serai, they call it Lebanese. Chicken is alright. Ketchup in this. And then I'm going to try sambal here. Very Malay style. Less vinaigrette. Less vinegar actually. So I think this is kind of good spot. I saw they have a lot of like biker stickers up at the front. Pretty popular. But the system of ordering is a bit more fair. You pay first. Right beside that you have to show your receipt to collect, and then there's a little bit of a bottleneck on there because there's only one person serving the chicken at any point in time, which can't keep up with the demand. Alright. So guys, this will be the end of my 2-day, 1-night Kuang trip, and I hope you guys enjoy my sharing, my adventures and my eating. So I'll see you guys for the next one.